Hi viewers across Nigeria, you're welcome to this live segment with Mr. Therapist. Just in case you are watching me live for the first time and you're not following this blog, please do well to hit the follow button to continue to find edifying, educating, and real life content on this blog. This blog focuses on news around Nigeria. This blog brings updates on all kinds of viral news across the different states in Nigeria. Important news to be specific. This blog also focuses on addressing core issues and facts as it concerns relationship and marriage. This blog goes a long way to build relationship and marriages, and I am so privileged to be used by God to reach out to people in marriages and relationships. So far, I have received lots of recommendations from people in my inbox telling me that I'm doing a nice job. And if you ask me, I am just a vessel. I don't take all the credits for the nice job I'm doing, because every message I give out on my blog, even the live video, is a message I received per time. Now, I must thank every of my fan who has taken out time to review my blog and has recommended this blog. So far, I have got 22 reviews on this blog. It's an amazing thing. If your fans don't love you, they won't open your blog and begin to write recommendations and review it. Because when a visitor enters your blog, the first thing a visitor looks at is your reviews, your recommendation. Are your fans subscribing? Are your fans really backing you up? Are your fans subscribing to it? Are your fans writing their own recommendation? That's what visitors look at. Some people won't patronize me if my own fans have not said something about following me. So far, my fans have said one or two nice things about following me, what it has done to them, and it's very, very appeasing to me. I must say, I appreciate you all. If you are still following my blog and you haven't dropped your own review and recommendation yet, please, please, please do so. Do so, please. Your recommendation, your review is highly needed, is highly appreciated if you haven't dropped it already. But if you have dropped it on my blog, I must say thank you and God bless you. Today is the first day I'm launching the Airtel giveaway. All this while I've been focusing my giveaways on MTN, and it's as if I'm being one-sided. Lots of people have complained to me. So today I decided to focus it on Airtel. Throughout this week, Airtel 200 MB is gonna be going to my fans, active fans, top fans who are Airtel users, at least to tell them thank you for your support, for your devotion, for your dedication. Now to quickly run into what I want to talk about so that viewers watching me wouldn't waste much of their data. This is what I've got to say. If you're a young man out there and you want to propose to a lady, the lady does not need to know the exact day and the exact time you would propose to her. She doesn't need to know when and how it will come. All she needs to know is that you are going to propose anytime from now. The very week you're going to be doing it, she has to know about it. Before you even mention that you're going to propose to her, find out her mind about getting married to you. Find out what she thinks about being your wife, what she thinks about being married to you. Discuss the number of children people want to have. Discuss where you would love to spend your honeymoon. Discuss family life with this lady. Check out her response. Check out how she handles the whole matter. Once in a while in your discussion with her, talk about very sensitive issues that has to do with husband and wife, children, family life, sex, and all of those things. Talk about birth control. Talk about child spacing. I come again, talk about birth control. Talk about child spacing. Talk about raising kids together. Talk about how she would like you to run your home. Is it gonna be a joint bank account? Is it gonna be a single account? Because most couples use one account. Both the husband and the wife monitor the account, so they know exactly how much enters and how much goes out. And for every couple that enters and goes out, they know how the couple came in, and they know what the couple is being spent on. In some families, before the man even spend 1 naira, he has first told his wife about it. Before the woman even spends a couple, the husband is away. These are the things that you talk about with a woman. Then from her response, you can detect if this woman would marry you or not. When you bring up such issues like this with a woman, if I thought she was dominating you with someone else, if at all she had someone else that is showing interest in marrying her, if at all she meant it to marry someone else at the end of the day, that's when she will tell you, I'm sorry, I'm in with someone else. I am sorry. My introduction with someone else is coming up in a few weeks or months from now. That is the time that she will open all these things to you. And you will now have to cut your losses and walk away without being hurt. Not when she didn't even see it coming. She has been looking for a time, a chance, an avenue to tell you that she's in love with someone else. But because you don't discuss these things, she never had the chance to tell you. All of a sudden, you are bringing out a ring to propose to her, not even in private, but in public. My dear, if I'm that lady, I would turn you down. I would. A marriage proposal means I want to marry you. Do you want to marry me? It is a decision to get married. It is not something that a woman should accept a man she knows deep down her heart, her spirit, her conscience, her soul, that this one I can't end up with him. So when a woman knows that this one I can't end up with him, even if that ring is a gold ring, she's not gonna accept it. And if a man knows that this one I can't end up with her, he won't take that bold step. So I really encourage men, in your discussion with a woman, talk about the things that matter. Don't just talk about sex all the time. Don't just meet a woman for sex all the time. Talk about the things that matter. Talk about family life. It is these things that you talk about that a woman will get to open up the intent of her heart to you. The way she opens up to you, you can now see where she places you in her heart. You cannot see where you belong in her life, such that from the way she will carry on with the issue that you are discussing with her, common sense will tell you that, young man, use wisdom. This one is not your woman. You can't marry this one. When you use common sense, you will know when to draw the line and cut away from her. But many times, men don't discuss these things. Men don't even iron out these issues first. What they do is they just get a woman, and before you know it, on their own accord, though, she won't even be aware of it. They'll just go and pop out a ring. Life don't work that way. It is when it is in your talk with a woman that she herself will tell you, I am the shy type. You could even ask her what she thinks about a private and a public proposal. She will tell you, I'm the shy type. Oh, I would like it privately. When a woman has told you the peace of her mind that she is a shy type, that she would prefer a private proposal, common sense should tell you that whatever you are doing, make it an indoor thing. Gather a few family of friends together and bring out your ring and propose. You don't have to go public and go and start asking a shy person to marry you. I mean, the instant you bring out the ring, she's lost, she's confused. So even if she walks away from you, at that point in time, you cannot blame her, because from the beginning she told you she is a shy type. You understand me? Some people are camera shy. Some people are not camera friendly. Some people cannot look you face to face in the eyes and talk. How much more in the public? I come again. Some people are not. Some people are not camera friendly. Some people are camera shy. Some people cannot really mix up in public. So imagine you taking such a person to a big plaza, a big shopping mall, to the beach where we have so much crowd, and you bring out a ring. Whatever you see, my dear young man, take it like that. So before you go out there to propose in public, find out the kind of person you are going out with. Is she the shy type or not? Is she the public person or not? Like for someone like me, I am a very public person. I meet people that are public all the time. I meet people that are more advanced than me in age, in class, in status all the time. So I can put up with anything that comes my way. But not many men are like me. So therefore, if you are a woman and you're dealing with a man like me, you have some kind of advantage. But if the kind of man that you're dealing with isn't a kind of man like me, then apply a different approach and method to make things easy and work for you. That is the message I'm saying here. So please, young men, before you ask a woman to marry you, discuss the vital things, the core issues, the sensitive talk with her first in private. Find out her stand with marrying someone like you. Find out what she thinks about marriage with you. Because marriage isn't a relationship whereby it can start today and end tomorrow. Marriage is once you've entered, you have entered. Forget that people are divorcing every now and then. Every now and then people are breaking up, they're leaving their marriage. Forget it. Tell yourself that your marriage would work. It won't divorce. So if you want a marriage that will work, lay a good foundation for it from courtship level. Do the right thing and make sure that your woman sees it coming. I come again. She mustn't know when it will happen, but she mustn't know the exact day and the exact time it will happen. But the period, the week, she has to know about it. Don't take it all by surprise to her. So that when you pop out a ring and ask her to marry you, it will be a thing of joy. It will be a thing of celebration. It will be something that she has to look at you and she's all lost, she's confused because she didn't see it coming. You never talked about it, or perhaps there's someone else she wants to marry which you don't even know about. Because many times, if you trace why young ladies turn down engagement ring from men, if you trace it very well, many times it's because there is another man they are in love with. I come again. Many times young ladies turn down ring from men because there's another man they are in love with. There's another man that they want to marry which isn't you. You never discuss this thing with them. Many reasons. And these are things that could have been avoided if only you talked about before going out as the public to propose. Then on a final note, if your girl has ever mentioned to you that she can't marry you, she can't end up with you, you ain't her ideal man for marriage, that she can't bear kiss for you, if she has either directly or indirectly mentioned it to you, young man, save yourself some respect and never ever ask her to marry you. Don't think that she will change her mind in the future. She won't. Women don't change their minds like women do. And again, if a woman has ever mentioned it to you that you and her cannot work, don't say that you can force it. Forget how much you have in your account. Even if you have 5 million bucks in your account, it does not make any difference where marriage is concerned. Though some women can marry a man because he has money, but there are women that have standards, principles, ways of life, women that know what they want in marriage and in a man, women that are not moved by your bank account. So no matter how much you have spent on her in gifts, in shopping, even funding her bank account, if she has ever mentioned to you that she doesn't see herself in marriage with you, don't you ever deceive yourself to think that because you have money it will work. It will not work. Take my advice and retrace your steps. If you must marry a woman, marry out of love, not because you have the money. Because men that marry men because they have the money, they always end up regretting it. Once again, this is Mr. Therapist talking on proposals before marriage. I talk on relationship, I talk on life, career, sex, and I talk on marriage. Lastly, I counsel people on marriage all the time. I come again. I counsel people on marriage all the time, and I charge 5K for all my services. And just in case you can't have 5K for my service or you can't afford my 5K, please, there is a book I authored for you. It is called Making Your Marriage Work. That book is valued at just 1,500 naira. You can grab that book, read it, and learn one or two things about your relationship or marriage. But therapy is standard, 5K for all ages. Now on this blog, I run adverts. Adverts, I mean, I give visibility to your business. If you want people to know what you are doing, what you do part time, and it is legitimate, it is real, genuine, come to my inbox. For all adverts, I run it at 3,000 naira. Advert is 3 times per day and 7 days for the 3,000 naira. Once again, this is Mr. Therapist wishing you all live from Abuja, Nigeria. At this point in time, I'm gonna go through all my comment section and I'll pick some Airtel users and bless them with 200 MB. Do have a wonderful Monday evening. Bye bye for now, Mr. Therapist.